warm welcome to you wherever you may be. It's always our pleasure to have you join us each week on the program. Remember, we are your one-stop shop for all the latest happenings in the world of finance. My name is Lucy Olube. You are welcome. On our lineup this week, the topical issue in the Nigerian insurance industry at the moment is recapitalization. Some believe it's the only way to properly position the industry for growth, but some don't think so. This week, we join Faith on the Industry Town Hall, where stakeholders discuss the topic of capital adequacy in the insurance industry. Real or not, on the Town Hall, it's a no-holds-barred. Do take a listen.
Most of them cannot continue in what they have today as a share capital base. That's the truth. You cannot compete with even Ghana here or Togo. Most of the insurance companies in Nigeria.
On this edition also, we bring you highlights from the second edition of the Conference for Directors of Insurance Companies organized by the College of Insurance and Financial Management in collaboration with the National Insurance Commission, NICOM, at the Lagos Oriental Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. In his opening remarks at the one-day conference, the acting commissioner, Mr. O.S. Thomas, appealed to insurance board directors to make prompt claims settlement a priority in their companies. Take a listen.
In all policy formulations of the board, I am appealing that the prompt settlement of claims be given a high priority. The Commission will view seriously any case of late or non-payment of genuine claims.
Plus, of course, all the other extras we bring you each week on the program. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Details in just a moment. Please stay with us.
It's going to be all shades of fun at the 2019 Insurance Industry and Consumers Night, the biggest fun platform for the insurance industry, featuring Akbomero, Kenny Black, The Stalker, Short Family, Toe Mama, and lots more. Music by Peruzzi, and all the wheels of steel is DJ Kentucky. Hosts Osh Bebe and Madam Insurance, aka Faith of Life. Date is Friday, 22nd November 2019. Venue Shell Hall Museum Center. Time 6 p.m. Tickets regular 5,000 naira, VIP 10,000 naira. Table 300,000 naira. For sponsorship details, tables, and ticket bookings, please call 0803 335 7879. Dress code Funky Casual. This event is packaged by Pride Rock Entertainment. It's gonna be banging.
A very warm welcome to you. It's a pleasure to have you join us again on the Insurance Industry Town Hall. On this week's edition of the Town Hall, we'll be looking at a very topical issue that is germane to the insurance industry, talking about insurance industry and capital adequacy. Is it real? Is it not real? Is what we'll be looking at today on the Town Hall. My name is Faith Ugwode. To do justice to the topic we've chosen, as always, we've gathered an array of eminent personalities to discuss the topic. I'm going to start from my very far left. I have a friend of the house, Mr. Okezi Boniface, who is the National Chairman of Progressive Shareholders Association of Nigeria, ISA. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure.
Sitting very close to me here on my left, I have Olusola Ladipo Ajayi, who is the outgoing Group Managing Director of Lasaco Assurance PLC. He's my father. Thank you so very much for joining me. And sitting on my right is a man I've gone to very far to arrest and bring on my set. I have Mr. Olufawo Henry, who is the head of Department of Insurance, Lagos State Polytechnic, Ikorodu. Thank you so very much, sir, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you once again, gentlemen, for joining us on the program. Now, I'm going to start with you, Mr. Ajayi. Would you say that capital adequacy is a major challenge in the insurance industry today?
Oh, well, capital adequacy is always a topical issue in the conduct of business in the financial world generally. And in view of the recent sad events that have taken place globally, governments all over the world, supervisory authorities, captains of industry have always looked in to see what could be done to prevent a future reoccurrence of that kind of bubble burst that we had some few years ago. So yeah, it's always something to think about and look at ever so frequently.
Okay, now because it does appear that emphasis is always on, for the insurance industry, is always on increasing the levels of capital. But we do know that there are other more pressing challenges, so to speak. But why is it that every time it's emphasis tends to be on raising the capital of insurance operators?
Insurance contracts are denominated in financial terms and financial terms alone. Risks are converted to financial measures, and we enter into contracts to indemnify based on money and money alone. That is the primary contract.
That's the contract.
Yeah, we have other things like reinstatement, replacement, which are privileges the insurance companies enjoy, which the policyholder cannot insist upon. It's reserved for the insurers to determine that, okay, we are going to reinstate, we are going to replace. But basically, the primary contract is about money and money alone. If you want to insure this studio, no matter how big, you bring it down to monetary terms. So the liquidity of an insurance company is very important. Usually, people complain that there is an ever-increasing demand, or there is an ever-present demand for increasing the capital. Well, it's normal because the last capital review was done in 2007. And when you bring it down to dollar terms for these days, you see that we have lost a lot. And insurance is an international business. It's denominated in convertible currencies. When you are looking at the comparative strength of an insurance company in Nigeria with that of Ghana, you are going to bring it down to dollars. And you can find out that depending on the economic situation in one particular country, without any input from one insurance company or the other in those different climes, the capital adequacy position will be affected by foreign exchange, will be affected by rate of inflation, and before you know it, the capital adequacy of 2007 will be so much inadequate in 2016. And then people will start talking about, let us review, they want to fix a figure, and before they finish that one, that figure itself would have become inadequate. That
then
is
they
the
start
problem.
talking about.
I agree with my brother there. You have rightly said it. I agree with him totally. Issue of raising capital is not the problem of insurance facing today or confronting them. The one they have raised 2007, virtually most of them have not even reciprocated to the shareholders in terms of returns. We have not seen it. Okay, we have not seen it. It depends on the volume of business you are doing. Let's say the capital you have at hand will not be measurable for you to do that business. Now, yes, you could depreciate. Based on what you are doing, the volume of business is coming. We can also increase the capital. So that, you don't need to have a consortium of insurance company to finance a business that are coming, to be able to do it. Maybe multinational. They run back to their home country to do such a insurance policy instead of patronizing individuals who are residing here. That's a problem. And that's what informed early capitalization at that time, for them to be able to measure up, compete with other foreign insurance companies, their counterpart. But here, since after that, we have not seen anything coming up. Most of them have even the larger capital they don't even need of. That's the truth.
Exactly, Mr. Jai. It does appear that for some companies
I agree entirely with their comments.
Okay.
That is the bane of the system as it is. But what we are gravitating to now is to address those concerns. It's called risk-based capital.
Okay.
And it does not require injection of funds. What it means is that an insurance company in the first pillar of the risk-based capital will be able to sit down in its boardroom and determine the type and the size of business we want to do. And therefore, we also be able to determine this is the level of capital that we require. There is going to be a standard formula that will be rolled out, that has been rolled out. The Solvency II requirement is not a Nigerian initiative. It's an EU initiative. So in Solvency II, there are 3 pillars. The first is the adequacy test, quantitative test. You, as an insurance company, you sit down with your board and determine this is the level of business we want to do. Now, the regulator will give you a formula with which you will now be able to determine the capital requirements for yourself. That's the solvency capital requirement. Now, you as an insurer, if you have a model of your own that is even better than the one imposed by the regulator, you can determine it. Your regulators will come and see it, and if they approve it, you can do it and say, my capital requirement as company A is 5 billion. And another person can say, another company can determine a capital adequacy of 3 billion. So it's not a one figure fix it for all. Because the tendency, as my friend from Tech has said, is that you have the same level of capital requirement and somebody is doing 25 billion business on that small capital and another is doing 3 billion business on that same capital requirement. You know, so everybody will go according to their own size. And then you have the minimum capital requirement, which is the MCR, beyond which you cannot go and do business at that level. So when you fall short of your capital requirements, there is an early warning system, because in the second pillar there is corporate governance and the third pillar is reporting. You will see it when you are inadequate, and the regulators will require you to do something. It's either you scale down. If you think you cannot raise capital, you scale down, you do more insurance, or you scale up by increasing your capital. Every company will determine the level he wants to go. If you are doing business at $25 billion, 25 billion naira, and your capital adequacy can only carry you up to 5 billion, then NICOM will come and tell you that at the rate you are going, you are overtrading. Because when you look at your potential liabilities and your asset base, they can't match. But under normal circumstances now, we just do solvency margin, 15% of admissible assets over liabilities and all that. It doesn't really tell the story. Every company is a kind of pay as you go now. It gives everybody freedom to operate at their level. You understand? It's not going to be one straight requirement for everybody. And therefore, you don't need to be looking for money all the time if you don't want to. But if you want to be among the big players, then you have to look for money. And
exactly, it comes to my point, because at the end of the day, everybody wants to belong to the big boys club.
Yeah, if you want to be a big boy club, you want to be a big player, then you look for the money.
Okay, so Mr. Okay, so if
let me just tell you, it's not that you are saying about the business is not there. It's there, business is there. Most of the insurance industry have not exploited the opportunity they have within the continent, within the country. Here in Nigeria. Why is South Africa rushing here to acquire a Nigerian insurance company? Because there's a potential which they have not tapped fully. That's the truth of the matter. Thank God his MD of Lasaco outgoing, he says outgoing by the introduction. He is here. Ask him when last did he pay dividend. He has a good way from Lagos. Lagos was floated in the promoter of Lasaco Insurance. I'm a shareholder. There has millions of share position there in that company. When last did he pay dividend to me? So has he exploited the potential Lagos state government have? Because for you, the charity begins at all. Lagos state government having been one of the shareholders there, they would like to do business with them. They like to bring business to them. Has they exploited an opportunity? And if they have, they should have been on top, one of the best insurance today in terms of returns on balance sheet, in assets. They have a building rushing away at the Kakawa. I said it last time when I was here. They told us they're going to convert to hotel, they're going to convert. If that building is still rotting away, which is most treasured assets to be added for them if that building are put into use. So most of them are just wasting. And the way they continue today, even before the Minister of Finance made that pronouncement, that they need to shop their capital base. Some of the capital base have eroded. Some of them. That's the truth. That's the truth. Either because the corporate governance have not been fully entrenched in them, abuse, mismanagement, or lack of focus. in driving their business or to show the potential they have it. They have not explored and displayed it. That's the problem they have. And most of them cannot continue in what they have today as a share capital base. That's the truth. You cannot compete with even Ghana here or Togo. Most of the insurance companies in Nigeria, who should be a leader. That's the truth of the matter.
It's going to be all shades of fun at the 2019 Insurance Industry and Consumers Night, the biggest fun platform for the insurance industry. Featuring Aklomero, Kenny Black, The Stalker, Short Family, Toe Mama, and lots more. Music by Peruzzi, and all the wheels of steel is DJ Kentucky. Hosts, Osh Bebe and Madam Insurance, aka Faith of Life. Date is Friday, 22nd November 2019. Venue, Shell Hall Museum Center. Time 6 p.m. Tickets regular 5,000 Naira, VIP 10,000 Naira. Table 300,000 Naira. For sponsorship details, tables and ticket bookings, please call 0803-335-7879. Dress code Funky Casual. This event is packaged by Pride Rock Entertainment. It's gonna be banging.
Alright, welcome back. Moving on now, we bring you highlights from the second edition of the Conference for Directors of Insurance Companies with the theme Corporate Governance, the Panacea for Sustainable Growth and Development of Insurance Business in Nigeria. As expected, the conference was well attended by board members as well as chief executives of insurance companies. Happy viewing.
National Insurance Commission, NICOM, in collaboration with the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, College of Insurance and Financial Management, recently put together the second edition of the Conference for Directors of Insurance Companies at the Lagos Oriental Hotel. The theme was Corporate Governance, the Panacea for Sustainable Growth and Development of Insurance Business in Nigeria. The conference series is a continuing capacity building for directors of insurance companies. Welcoming participants to the conference, the President and Chairman of Council of the CIIN, Mr. Eddie Efekoha, said that the College of Insurance is contributing immensely to manpower development in the insurance industry.
The college has therefore contributed and still contributing immensely to manpower development in the insurance industry in Nigeria in particular and in Africa in general. This conference reinforces that fact. In conclusion, I want to thank the National Insurance Commission for the confidence reposed in the College of Insurance and Financial Management, and by extension the CII, to organize this conference. To all delegates, particularly directors of Consolidated Hallmark Insurance PLC that are here present, by whose permission I have been able to serve as the president of the institute, I want to welcome all of you to this one-day conference. I strongly believe that we will all be better off as individuals and as an industry at the end of this exercise.
In his opening remarks, the Acting Commissioner for Insurance, Mr. O.S. Thomas, noted that members of the board can effectively perform their roles without necessarily interfering in management functions.
In all policy formulations of the board, I am appealing that the prompt settlement of claims be given a high priority. The Commission will view seriously any case of late or non-payment of genuine claims. At different fora where I have been called upon to speak on behalf of the insurance sector, one of the issues that will always come up is the issue of claims, either late payment or non-payment of genuine claims. Please, members of the Board of Directors, these are areas we want you to help us so that we can achieve the desired goals.
The first session of the Directors' Conference focused on Nigerian Insurance for Growth, Diagnostics by CENFRI. Speaker is Albert van der Linden. In his presentation, Mr. Albert employed insurers in Nigeria to make claims experience positive.
You have a captured market essentially through the compulsory insurance. Those people are forced to have that insurance. If you can provide value to them, if you can pay claims, if you can, the best advertisement for insurance is a positive claims experience. Like then you tell your family, your friends, everyone. If the insurance market can get that right and foster trust in the industry, then you have a lot of potential to grow the retail market. The other one is distribution. Now, this may have changed, so I stand under correction, but when we were here last, bank assurance was possible, but you were only allowed to partner with 2 banks, and 1 bank was only allowed to partner with 2 insurance companies. You have 40% of Nigerians are banked. That is a fantastic distribution channel through which to reach new consumers. And they also, because they're banked, they already have a payment mechanism through which you can relatively efficiently collect premiums.
The second session of the conference focused on financial KPIs of insurance. Presenter was Mr. Henry Akwara, Chief Executive Officer, Mayflora Consulting Limited, while the third session focused on corporate governance for sustainable growth and development in the insurance industry. Presenter was Dr. Nosike Agoke, Principal Partner, Agoke & Co. Given the high-powered deliberations at the conference and the topical issues discussed, delegates had questions for the speakers and the regulators.
My question is actually on these results and the contingency results. And I looked at the resource of this is outstanding claims. And most times we have outstanding claims that are over 5, 10, 6 years, 3 years in our books, but we don't have a guidelines as at when do we close our books as regards outstanding claims. I don't know if there is any idea on how we can handle those issues.
So when you have liabilities outstanding, you have a responsibility. And what it means is that record keeping must be very good.
Is there a way that maybe the regulator can direct that, provided that the addition of what you have in both reserves are more than sufficient, to carry on? And maybe there's a way. I'm just suggesting, but maybe we should look at it, for the ease of the industry and also for the possibility of enhancing returns to shareholders.
If something has happened, and that's why this issue of joint and several liability is very important. Because if you have not been up and doing, by the way, those that are not insurance experts on the board of insurance companies must make every effort to understand the business. If you don't understand the business, you just go to board meetings. My chairman has just talked about reserve and all that. It will be great to some directors, but they must know and understand what it means. That's part of one of the reasons why we have to be up and doing, to understand the business and understand when decisions are taken.
The NICOM Directors Conference was well received and appreciated by participants. Part of the communique reached at the end of the conference was that the conference should be made an annual event by NICOM.
It's going to be all shades of fun at the 2019 Insurance Industry and Consumers Night, the biggest fun platform for the insurance industry, featuring Aklomero, Kenny Black, The Stalker, Short Family, Toe Mama, and lots more. Music by Peruzzi, and all the wheels of steel is DJ Kentucky. Hosts Osh Bebe and Madam Insurance, aka Faith of Life. Date is Friday, 22nd November 2019. Venue Shell Hall Muson Center. Time 6 p.m. Tickets regular 5,000 naira, VIP 10,000 naira. Table 300,000 naira. For sponsorship details, tables and ticket bookings, please call 0803-335-7879. Dress code Funky Casual. This event is packaged by Pride Rock Entertainment. It's gonna be banging.
Alright, that's our show for this week. Many thanks for being a part of it. Keep a date with us, same time, same station next week for a fresh package. In the meantime, feel free to always connect with us on all our social media platforms. Our two headline events, Insurance Consumers Forum and Insurance Industry and Consumers Night, is holding on the 22nd of November 2019. Forum is at Necker House, Alausa Ikeja at 9:30 a.m. Admission is free. The finale is the Industry Night at Shell Hall Museum Center, Red carpet is at 6 p.m. Admission is not free. Tickets are already out. Regular tickets is 5,000 naira, VIP is 10,000 naira, and table is 300,000 naira. For tickets and table bookings, please call us on the numbers showing on your screen. My name is Lucy Ulugbe, and from the entire crew, it's goodbye.